Let's go.
We are live.
What's up, guys? John here. Titan Talk Tuesday. You know, it's a beautiful day if it's Tuesday and you guys are seeing me because you know what? We're almost to Wednesday, hump day, and almost halfway through the week. Or actually, we are halfway through the week at that point. It's always a good time, for sure. And guys, I appreciate you guys joining me every week, every Tuesday, 6 p.m. I'll be here for you guys. Titan Talk Tuesdays in full effect. We talk about all different kinds of stuff, and I got a great show for you guys as well. Always want to incorporate the therapy of the week, which we'll talk about, one of the healing peptides, BP157, and what it does, how it works, and how you can get it from here, Titan Medical Center for you guys. Also, want to talk about, what's better? Should you do cardio before a strenuous workout or after a strenuous workout? We're going to go over and see what science has said or what may be the best for you. After that, U.S. Republicans move to decriminalize marijuana at the federal level. This is a big one coming. What up, Big Irishman, my dude, man? How you doing, bro? So, yeah, got a good episode for you. I promise you, every week is good. But you know what? I always want to make them better and better for you guys and get you guys some good information out there. Maybe you guys know about some of the stuff. Maybe you guys don't. So we'll go over it and we'll see. All the time, guys, I want you guys to interact with me. Questions, concerns, things about Titan Medical Center therapies you guys might want to know. Just shout it out. I'll be happy to cover for you guys. My dude, man, everybody's good here, Big Irishman. I hope everybody's good where you're at too as well. All right, so let's talk about the therapy of the week. So the therapy of the week is BPC 157. So BPC 157 is an awesome therapy. What is it? It's a healing peptide therapy. So this peptide comes from the gastric juices in our stomach. That's where they're from. So this is great for a whole bunch of different things. And when I talk about healing, there's a number of different things where this could possibly help heal you guys at. So let's talk about some of these different places where BPC 157 can really, really help you guys out. First, let's start where it comes from, the stomach area, right? So it helps a number of different things that you could possibly have going on in your stomach. So when we talk about these different things, we talk about irritable bowel syndrome, right? We talk about ulcers, because this is a big thing. A lot of people have ulcers, IBS out there. This is one therapy that can definitely help just in that area. So if you have any gastrical problems, I should say, this might be the one to really, really help you guys out. Crohn's disease is another one out there. This is great for inflammation too as well. What up, Rotten Rob? How you doing, dude? Hope all is well with you, bro. Right, and use one, John. How you doing, man? GPS model page. What's going on? I've been checking out those photography pictures you've been taking. Those ladies looking awesome, dude. Looking awesome at the shows too as well. So let's get into BPC 157. This is Titan Talk Tuesday. Everything about Titan, anything you guys want to know, please ask me. And if you guys are wondering what we can do for you guys, anywhere in the country, we service nationwide. Anything from hormone replacement therapy, medical weight loss, vitamin amino acid injectable therapies, rejuvenation detox, right? Peptide therapies like we're talking about right now, healing peptides, weight loss peptides, and libido enhancing peptides. We also do IVs if you're in the house or in this area. We can take care of you with that. Blood work nationwide, and we talk about a lot of different blood work panels out there, not just the regular ones your general practitioner does, like a CMP or a comprehensive metabolic panel. And you're like, what is that, John? So that's something that covers like your liver, your kidneys, electrolytes and such, vital organs pretty much. They also look at maybe a cholesterol panel on you, and that's really it. Maybe a blood cell count, white blood cell count, red blood cell count, and that's a complete blood cell count or a CBC they usually cover. Where we go more in depth and we look at hormones or different vitamin or amino acid levels that you might be deficient in. We also look at the vital organs too as well because that is key, but we do some more in-depth testing like thyroid testing and not just a TSH, which is a thyroid stimulating hormone testing, but everything from T3 to T4. All these things are important, the way that your body is working internally. And all of them, we should make sure that all of them are in a proper range or optimal so that your body is working for you in an optimal way and working the best. Okay? So let's talk about some of these different things out here. I got two questions and we'll talk about BPC 157 a little bit more. The first one is, what if your TRT already Throw your doc out of Vegas. I've been out for many, many years. What if you're TRT already? Throw your doc out of Vegas. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm kind of a little out. But if you want to throw out your doc there in Vegas and you want to come on TRT with us, it's not a problem at all. All you have to do is call or text us, 727-389-3220. We'd be happy to transfer you over. And it's not a hard thing to do. We just got to verify that, you have prescription testosterone replacement therapy through another physician and real U.S. licensed pharmacy. And we got to make sure you have blood work within 60 days of all the panels that we need. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. And we can service Las Vegas. We can service anywhere in the West Coast where you guys are at, if you guys are out there. Anywhere in the country. The only two states that we don't do is Ohio and Idaho. And that's it. Everything else, it's definitely worth it to switch. I promise you. All right. So the next one is Shai-Caught Red One. Is that BPC 157 injection 45-degree angle push? So yes, it's a 45-degree angle push. So at that point, when you're doing this, you're going subcutaneously closest to the nearest area of where the injury's at. So if it's in the shoulder area, you can do it subcutaneously right on your cap right here in your deltoid. If it's in the bicep, you can do it anywhere around the bicep where you're doing subcutaneous. Anywhere in the body pretty much closest to the area. And BPC is more site specific, so you want to inject closest to the area where the injury is at. Now with this, you don't want to inject directly into a tendon. You don't want to inject directly into, let's say you have road rash in your arm and you want to heal faster, because it does heal with open wounds and such. So after surgeries, these are awesome to use, especially BPC 157. And like I said, you inject closest to the area, but not directly into it. $300 a month for BPC 157 is just too much. So Sean Wall, I don't think so. Now, usually people that go out there and get BPC 157 or start looking into it, always come up on the internet with research, chemical, and peptide sites. So let's distinguish what the difference is between BPC 157 from Titan Medical Center or BPC 157 from some online site that's for research chemicals, and at that point says for non-human consumption on the bottle, Sean. There's a big difference. And some of the consumers out there might not know there is a difference. So I want to explain directly what that is. So when we talk about the difference of our BPC 157 that comes from a real U.S. licensed pharmacy, okay, to Sean Wall's talking about which may come from a research peptide site online. So from us, yes, BPC 157 is going to be more expensive. And the reason is because there's testing behind it. So all of these things come in raw powdered form or chemical form. And they're not for research chemicals. When you get powdered or chemical form, right, or powders from the suppliers, they have RC on them or they have for HC, for human consumption or for research purposes, or research consumption, or research chemicals. At that point, we are going for human consumption on these. So when they're going from the pharmacy, they're getting chemicals that are for humans at that point for human consumption, and these are getting tested. So they're getting sent off to a lab after the batch is lyophilized. When you get BPC 157 from us, it's going to come in a vial, and it's going to have lyophilized powder, okay? That is freeze-dried powder on the bottom of it, which you're going to have to reconstitute a diluent in there and make sure that it's mixed together properly so you can use it for injection form. What Sean is talking about is from a research chemical site that you find online that you might get a bottle for like $40 or $30 or whatever it is. Where do you think they're getting these from? They're not getting them from a U.S. licensed pharmacy prescribed in your name for human consumption, Sean. They're getting them from China, or they're getting them from some other supplier, India, or any of these other countries that are supplying them with these research chemicals or peptides. Trust me, I get the emails daily from Zhangjiang or whoever the hell is emailing me from China saying that they're suppliers of these research chemicals and peptides and they love to help us out. Well, we wouldn't do that to our patients at all. And that's what these people on the internet, when they're buying these things without a prescription, are getting. They're getting directly that. They're getting a $40 vial, which you have no idea what is in it, hasn't been tested, you have no idea, hasn't been prescribed, and it's coming from Chuck, Dick, Harry, or John shipping it to you in a box. Do you really want to take the chance in doing this? Some might say, yeah, I don't have the money, this is where it is. Well, you're obviously taking a risk, okay? And, it might be and it might not be, and you have no idea. And then I get these people that complain about BPC 157 never helped me. Well, where did you get it from? And then they tell me where they got it from. I got it from this site online. It was Amino, something like that, right? I don't know. It was something. I paid $40. They shipped it to me. I had it in 3 days. And then well, it didn't work. Well, you didn't get the exact same product. That's exactly like me, giving you a dumbbell, a real dumbbell, and then making a paper mache dumbbell and saying, oh, well, this ain't the same. Well, it's not the same. Okay, so that is where the $300 a month comes from, or $275. We give a discount on that, but it's not too much, because if it really works and it really helps and it really is what it is, it could be a lot of benefit for you, or a lot of benefit for the next person that might, want to not get a surgery, has an injury that's really, really aching them or putting them in a lot of pain at night, right? Even shoulders, where they can't sleep at night because they can't sleep on their shoulders, or shoulder falls out. It's crazy. So at that point, you really got to look at where you're getting the BPC 157 from. And like I said, if you get it from online, from a research and chemical peptide site, and you see on the bottle, not for human consumption, and you're still taking it, why wouldn't you ask the question to them like, hey, this isn't for human consumption. Should I really be taking this? Come on, what are we talking about here? It's the exact same thing with testosterone. You could go get a bottle of testosterone from your boy down the street that's making it in a bathtub for probably about $10. Do you really know the concentration level? Do you really know it's sterile? Do you really know where it came from? Oh, but it came from my boy down the street. Okay. Has there been third-party testing on it? Did they send out to labs to get testing on it? Probably not. But you're paying $10. It's not as expensive as, the price of Titan Medical Center. Come on, let's really think about this, okay? And I want to break it down for you guys, because some people really don't know. So that's really what I want to talk about. All right, so let's get into some of these other things out here. I got all kinds of questions. Thank you guys for all joining for Titan Talk. If you guys have any questions about what we do here at Titan Medical Center, from hormone replacement therapy to medical weight loss therapies, rejuvenation detox, injectable vitamin amino acid therapies, healing peptides like BPC 157 or TB 500, weight loss therapies, ECA Stack Plus, we're talking about AOD 9604, which is another peptide out there, and we have a lot more. Any of these things, I'd be happy to answer any questions or go over them with you. What up, Codado Legacy, my man, dude? How you doing? All right, so Rotten Rob said, will CJC 1295 Imperellin and Prometheus help me lose weight? Absolutely. Can't guarantee anything out there, but yes, these are definitely going to help you lose weight. Now, CJC 1295 with Imperellin are going to do a couple different things for you as far as that goes. For anti-aging purposes, as far as better sleep patterns, which will help all the way around. It should help with skin elasticity, all these different things that help for anti-aging. That's where really CJC 1295 and Imperellin come in place. Prometheus, directly related to weight loss. Let's talk about how it'll help mood enhancement. It will help lower sugar levels in the body. It will help you obviously lose weight, right? And help you give you natural energy. So these are just a lot of different benefits with Prometheus. Now, Rob, you can go with ECA Stack Plus and Prometheus, which will give you way more energy, concentration factor, and you can take Prometheus along with that too as well. But if I was going to pick a peptide that was directly linked for weight loss. So if you said, hey, listen, John, I don't care about anti-aging purposes. I care about weight loss. So we can talk about AOD 9604, the Advanced Obesity Drug 9604, that's what it stands for, and helping directly with weight loss. And pairing that with Prometheus or ECA Stack Plus is going to be a winner. Now, we have another therapy that's going to be coming out here in the next couple weeks. Maybe you've heard me talk about it a couple times, but that is our semaglutide therapy. And we're doing semaglutide with another combination to make it even better for you guys and make it better than the commercial product that's out there right now. So stay tuned for that, Rotten Rob. If you have any questions about that, you can always bring it up to the girls here in the next coming weeks. Keep it as real as possible. That's what I'm doing. Do you guys do any IV therapy? Absolutely, Codado. So we do all types of IV therapy here. We have our custom formulations as far as what we put in the bags. You can build your own bag too as well if you know some of these different things that we have here that we list on there. And like I said, we can help with as far as rejuvenation purposes, energy purposes, immune system boosting purposes. If you're sick or hungover, we can make bags for that. There's all different types of things that we gear these things to. All you got to do is tell us what's going on, and we can help you out as far as building that bag. We can custom build the bag for you. Whatever's going to be the best for you, that's what we're here to do. All right?
That one on YouTube as well.
All right, YouTube, what's going on? My man, Mega How To Man. Oh, no, Stay Swole Sports Apparel. What about 157 blended with TB500? Excellent thing to do. So BPC 157 and TB500 are both healing peptides. They both work synergistically with each other. So if you pair them together, obviously you're going to get a way better effect in doing so. We offer a discount if you're going to get both these therapies together too as well. So you will get some money off. But yeah, they both work great, and blended together is even better. That's just how it is. All right. So definitely looking at both of those peptides. If I had to pick one, I like BPC 157 a little bit better, but it really depends on what the injury or what's going on. You know, that's going to really depend on which one you really want to use. But if you use both together, that is the ultimate thing you can possibly do as far as that goes. And then Mega How To Man said, do you like Deca for joints? So listen, Decanandrolone is good as far as masking pain for joints. So usually people have shoulder problems or elbow issues, knee problems, and their friend down the street, or they start looking into a little bit and they say, well, Decanandrolone can help. Decanandrolone can help mask those symptoms. So what it does is it will create water or fluid in that area, which will make it a lot better as far as that goes. But the problem is it doesn't heal the issue. And then after the nandrolone wears off, because you don't want to take nandrolone for long extended periods of time, then at that point, you can get some negative side effects. Water retention, you can raise progesterone levels in the body. At this point, it's really not doing the job of what it should, and that should be to heal it. Great for masking it. Great for some different things. Nandrolone can be used in a proper way, in a medical fashion, and can definitely help a little bit in some of these different things. But it's not a go-to for an ending result to end the pain, to end the injury. We want to talk about getting to the root problem and talk about healing or helping the injury heal to the best of its ability, right? And that's really where TB500, BPC 157 really come into play, and nandrolone is really out the door at that point. Like I said, it's great. It can put some weight on, but it might be bad weight, going to cause water retention possibly, cause raised levels of progesterone. And like I said, there's better ways to get healed or to help these pain or injuries than decanandrolone. Okay? Do you guys have any? Yeah, we said that. All right. Blake Brandon, what's going on? DC Baker said, doesn't NAD plus help as well? It is a 30-day. How much does that run? So NAD plus does help. It helps with inflammation and stuff. It doesn't really help with healing. Where BPC 157 creates new blood vessels to the area, increase new blood flow to the area to help heal the area, because when they have this inflammation and stuff like that, it really blocks a lot of the blood from getting to the area. And that's where this helps. Also with inflammation, you're talking about this helping, with inflammation, take the inflammation out of the body so your body can help rejuvenate itself and repair itself. That's where BPC 157 really takes the cake. All right, and it's, like I said, it's good for a number of stomach issues too as well, like irritable bowel syndrome, gastro problems, ulcers in the body too as well. So these are the things that BPC 157 can definitely help. And NAD plus, it comes in 1,000 milligrams. So with that, it could be a 30-day supply, it could be a 10-day supply, it could be a 5-day supply, because you got to dilute it with the bacteriostatic water, and at that point we're creating dosaging for you. So at that point, if you take a higher dose on one day, it might not last you 30 days. If you take it every day, it's probably not going to last you 30 days unless you take, a lower dose than what's prescribed. So it really is up to the patient and the provider to really agree on what's going to be best and what you're really using it for, right? That's the main thing out there. Bez the Scorpio, JP, Exarvio, Aaliyah, or Ali, what's going on? James, what's going on? Be More Fit 2020, what's going on? How you guys doing out there? Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys have any questions, please shoot them out to me. All right, and then Tom Bizzo, what's going on? How you guys doing out there? Ref Quinn, Victoria Bombshell. She's the best out there. How you doing, Victoria? I hope you're well. Amos Fit and Christopher. All Made Fit. What's going on? How you guys doing out there? Hope you guys are great. If you guys have any questions about the therapies, want to chime in about your therapies or anything like that, please go ahead. We'll talk about it. All right, so Stay Swole Sports Apparel said on YouTube, headed of the pec was repaired 3 weeks ago. So that's why I asked about using the BPC 157 TB 500 blend. Definitely the way to go, for sure. And hopefully that pec is repaired and good to go. So you're not causing any more damage to it. And at that point, you're ready to rock and roll back in the gym, getting that muscle up, getting that pump up, and getting those gains, dude. Hope all is well. I'll be fit. How you doing out there? So when we talk about BPC 157, like I said, this can be used for healing. It's a great peptide with BPC 157. If you guys want to take advantage of getting this therapy or any of our many other therapies, except for HRT, which is testosterone replacement, progesterone, estradiol, or IGF-1, you do not need a blood test for any of the other therapies. BPC 157 is that included too. With this, all you have to do is fill out the new patient paperwork, right? You'll see our medical provider, which if you're not in this area and you can't come into our beautiful office here, you guys can do it via FaceTime or Skype with the medical provider. That's how you can do your medical consultation. And then right afterwards, you can order BPC 157, Hercules Potion, TV 500, ECA Stack Plus, all these different therapies that we offer, okay? So I'm loving it. So Jay Jacobs in the house. So Victoria Bombshell said, I love my Tri-Immune Therapy and Nectar of the Gods. They are my favorite therapies. Great therapy. So Victoria is talking about Tri-Immune. Tri-Immune combines 3 potent ingredients: glutathione, vitamin C, and zinc, all in one blend, all in one little injectable with an insulin needle. And you guys can get a lot of different benefits like she's talking about. Nectar of the Gods is another great one, which has glutamine, arginine, glutathione, lysine, proline, taurine, NAC, and L-carnitine. It's funny, guys, when I talk about this, and I wasn't even planning to talk about this, NAC, N-acetylcysteine, that's what it is. Great. It's a prescribed medication at first. And it's usually used in the hospitals for like alcohol poisoning and such, liver problems. Prescribed, right? And they would put in IVs and such, or if somebody came in with alcohol poisoning, this would be something they would use. Well, it's in a couple of our blends out there. It's in Hercules Potions and Nectar of the Gods. And we have it by itself for, if you want to just take that, or if you want to take it in IVs. So I got a letter from our processor, our merchant processor, talking about NAC and talking about how the FDA came down over over-the-counter use of NAC and such and blah, blah, blah. So I have to write them back and tell them, this is prescribed, okay? So this is getting for the use, and it's not over-the-counter. So there was a lot of over-the-counter places like Amazon and stuff like that were selling supplements that took it off completely because of that letter, that warning letter. But I have to write them back and say, listen, this is prescribed. This is coming from a pharmacy, from a doctor. It's exactly used as intended. So I don't know how that's going to go, but I'll keep you up on that because there's just really, really funny. We've had it on our website for almost 10 years, and they're finally bringing this up. All right, guys, let's talk about the first topic of the day outside the therapy of the week. And maybe you guys can, you guys can say, listen, I've thought about this, and I don't know the answer to it. So the first one is it better to do cardio before strength training to lose fat and to build muscle? So what about you guys? What do you guys do? Do you guys do cardio? Do you guys do it before you weight train or after you weight train? And are you guys trying to lose weight with it? So I read through this, and I'll just give you the straight skinny of it, right? The straight answer to it is they don't know which one is better, okay? They have no idea which one is better. There have been a couple studies that they did talk about in here, but they were really limited studies. So I don't want to say it was a guarantee this way is going to work better than not. They do know this. A moderate calorie deficit is a key for sustainable weight loss. So that's one thing you guys can do. So if you guys are going to a calorie deficit, and what they recommend is they recommend 500 calories underneath your maintaining calorie count. So what does that mean? So usually, the general cookie cuttered calorie count for an individual is usually 2,000 calories per day. And this is, all your foods you're eating, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, all the way through. So you're saying, all right, so 2,000 calories. So if you go by what they're saying for sustainable weight loss and calorie deficit, then we're talking about 1,500 calories per day. Now, this doesn't take in consideration the calories that you're burning at the gym, right? Or in your activity, whatever it is. So take that in consideration too as well. To maintain or build muscle at the same time, strength training is very important, is what they're saying. Well, we should know that. If you're looking to recomp your body, recomposition, right? Let's say you're morbidly obese and you really, really want to recomposition your body. Then at that point, what you're really going to want to do is you're really going to have a good lifting program or strength training program and incorporate cardio in there as well. If you do this, you won't be taking out a lot of muscle that you've earned per se, or muscle that you had there, and you won't lose a whole bunch of that good fat-free mass, okay? So that's one of the good things. So it's really important to look at strength training because we obviously want to be stronger. We want our muscle to stay there. We know that more muscle burns more fat. The more muscle you have in the body, the more fat you're going to burn. All right, and just to ensure energy, you have to complete your workout, right? Doing cardio after strength training might be the best because of this. The reason is because if you go on and you do cardio and you do really high intense cardio, so you're on there, you're going at full blast and you're doing it for 30 minutes. What is this going to do? This is obviously going to take energy away from whatever you're going to do next. So if you're looking to do a strength training workout afterwards, you want to make sure that you have energy or gas in the tank per se, right? You don't want to run your body all the way down to zero or low because you won't be able to put out any more energy to the workout that you really need to, and that's your strength training workout. Now, I did say this, that basically if you want to warm up with doing a little bit of cardio to really warm the muscles, ligaments, and joints up, you can do that. So getting on the treadmill, going at a light pace, maybe uphill resistant, at that point you can really warm some things up. But they really do say that, doing the cardio afterwards can really, really help, and can really, really help as far as burning more calories that you really want to. So do your strength training however you want. But remember, doing too much cardio in the beginning can take away from that strength training workout in the end. Okay, so remember that. So maybe do your strength training in the first, and then do hard cardio afterwards, giving it all you got at the end, and really helping burn a lot of these different calories. So that's the gist of it, guys. There really is no right answer to this. It really is dependent upon you and what you think feels the best. So you really got to ask yourself and try both ways. Say to yourself, hey, listen, I did it this way and this really works the best for me, and I didn't like the other way. And whatever's working the best for you and you're seeing the best results from, that's the way you should really take. Your own road, your own path to the best way possible for your own results. If things are going not how you thought they would and you're not really seeing the results you want, change it up. Give your body some time to go through the routine, 30 days at least. And at that point, if you're not seeing the results you wanted to, switch to the other way. Switch to the other route, see how that goes for 30 days, and then decide. Say, listen, I looked at my own data, my own research here, and it looks like, from the mirror, from what I'm writing down here, the way I feel, that this is the right direction for me. And that will be the direction you should take, okay? So there's not a wrong answer, not a right answer to this. All right, so Piney the Destroyer up in the house. What's going on? Joe Mel, what's up? So Victoria Bombshell said, I do light cardio for 5 to 10 minutes for warm-up before strength training and do 30 minutes after strength training. Victoria, I think you hit it right on the head with this. I think this is a really good map to follow, especially if you're just starting out, you really don't know. I really do think that, warming up on there or doing some sort of warm-up stretching, or even, like she's doing cardio of some sort for 5 to 10 minutes is not going to hurt you. It's not going to take away the energy for the strength training workouts either. And then afterwards, like she said, she's doing 30 minutes of cardio after strength training. So I love that. I think that's one of the best things out there. Big Irishman said I do 30 minutes of cardio after my workouts. So he's right there too as well. And he's got some great results too. I've been looking at through the years. Big Irishman, I looked at your page, man, and from where you started to where you are now is awesome, dude. Keep up that lifting, that mentality. You're eating correctly. I mean, I'm really proud of you, dude. I am. I'm really proud of you, dude. I look at all these people that interact on my page, or I try to go to patients' pages and see really where they came from and really where they are now and where they need to go. I get the questions all the time. What can I do better, or what therapy you think would really help me, cross that plateau, take it to another level? And it's really like looking at the old pictures, looking at what you were doing. And some people say, I don't know what I was doing. I wasn't doing anything. Well, so now we need to start and get into routine. And either you jot it down in your mind, you have it so you can, come up with that information, or you jot it on paper. Some people, talk about, oh, you shouldn't have to jot it down on paper, you should know it in your mind, or you should jot it down on paper, you shouldn't have to put it in your head because you're not going to remember it. Listen, people learn in different ways. People retain information in different ways, and whatever way you best retain that information is the best way to do it. I always like to jot it down too. I'm solid here in the mind, so I know exactly what weight I did last time, how many reps I did last time, what do I need to do this time. But, I always like to jot it down too as well. That way, if the years pass or whatever may happen, I can look back at it. I can give somebody else my notes, instead of having to tell them and go through 5 years of information with them. I have it all jotted down. I can just send it out. So I'm looking at that now too for you guys. I'm looking at for workouts, maybe posting workouts for you guys weekly, and maybe you guys having to follow those workouts. We're not trainers, but I have a lot of trainers involved with Titan Medical Center. So at that point, maybe we can put out some free information for you guys to help you guys, get to where you guys want to go. Females and males, right? Joe Mel said, do you think sauna for 5 minutes would work just as well? So I think the sauna is good. It could warm up as far as the body, I guess, a little bit. But really getting some movement and blood flow in there, I think that's the key with doing this and warming up. Listen, I think a sauna is awesome. I think it's going to be great for a lot of different things. Detoxifying the body, sweating the body, right? Getting some of those things out, opening the pores up. So I think the sauna is key. I know Drew loves the sauna because Drew's on here. Big shout out to Big Drew. But, at that point, I think that, literally really warming up would probably be the better bet to do. But I think incorporating the sauna is another benefit on top of adding that into everything. And it's for 5 minutes. That's awesome. What I would do is I would do, maybe the warm up if you want to, like Victoria was talking about, training, going to do your cardio. And then after that, you're done, right? Go in the sauna, go relax in there for 5 or 10 minutes, get that sweat on, get those toxins out of the body, feel nice and fresh when you're coming out, open up those pores. And I think you'll feel better all the way around. And that's how I think most of the Titan athletes do it today. Like Rodney, Big Rod, Rodzilla, Big Drew does the exact same thing. I've got some of the girls that do some of the things too. But that's kind of what they follow as far as a roadmap of what they want to do, like as far as their training session. And then what do they do afterwards for and I call it for recovery and rejuvenation, revitalizing. Really the sauna will help in that too as well. So, all right. So yeah, Big Drew said, click the link in my bio for the new patient paperwork. So guys, all you guys got to do is fill out the new patient paperwork. You're going to see the medical provider. It's really simple and easy to get BPC 157 or many of our other therapies. It's that simple and easy. Pioneer the Shore said, awesome company. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Roya T354, what's going on? Daniel Brown in the house. Big Drew, sauna after cardio for sure. Strength addicts in the house. What's up, Christian? How you doing, man? Sauna is great for soreness too. Good point. I love this. Thank you guys for interacting. People are learning from you guys having this information on here. It's great when everybody really does chime in and offer good information, right? Not trying to be smart asses on here or anything like that, but good interaction will help maybe the next person down that's reading it. So thank all you guys for tuning in and chiming in. Do one, the heavy, insane training like Big Drew. I think I can hang with the giant himself. Oh, yeah. Well, maybe you come down here. I got the gym right in Titan now where you guys can really lift off. All right. So Big Drew said sauna immediately after cardio while heart rate is still elevated to stimulate thermogenesis. And that's fat burning for you guys if you guys don't know. All right. So Victoria Bombshell said, I'll call your office tomorrow to schedule my blood work. Boom. If you guys need blood work nationwide. And this is a big thing out there, blood work. Especially if you're in the fitness or bodybuilding community, you should know right now that this is a big, big thing. Because of all the deaths we've had this year. And all these people are supposed to be healthy. They're all supposed to be healthy. We're supposed to, shine healthiness to everybody out there or tell people why they should be fit or, I'm big like this, but I'm really healthy. And that's why. It's not the truth. The bigger you are doesn't mean the healthier you are, right? And I say this a million times, I've said it a million times over. I've seen guys that look like straight Ferraris, Lamborghinis, whatever the best looking exotic car or truck is that you like, right? Those $500,000 to $1 million vehicles, Bugattis on the outside. And on the inside, they're like a 1930 garbage, broke up, water, rat infested vehicle that you can't drive, you can't put back together, has no restoration whatsoever coming to it, and is not a public brand around now. So it's just some absolute garbage, and it can't be repaired in any way, shape, or form. That's what I see in blood work in some people that look like these beautiful vehicles on the outside. So don't always think that they look so good on the outside that their insides must be just as good. It's not true at all. So at that point, I tell everybody out there, get your blood work done. Just like Pioneer the Destroyer said here, get your blood work done. It's very important to know what is going on inside. It's honestly just as important, or maybe more, about what's going on inside you knowing about than what's going on the outside, right? So let's just break this down. Let's say you have gangrene on the let's not say gangrene. Let's say you have you have an arm that needs to be amputated, cut off. It's gone. That sucks. Now your outside is not that good, right? Or not as good as it was. Now let's say you keep that arm, and now you're in kidney failure. Your kidneys are done. They're done, toast, over with. What's going to happen at that point? With your hand cut off, if that's all it is, you can walk around, you can have a great life, you can live to 100 years old. If you go into stage 5 kidney disease or kidney failure, at that point, you're going to have to go into dialysis. That's only going to last for so long, and you're going to need a transplant. And if you don't get a transplant, you're going to die. It is what it is. So at that point, you really can't live without your kidneys or your liver or your vital organs or things working properly inside. But if I lost my leg, I lost my arm, God forbid I lost my eye or my ear, I can still function. I can still be around. There's nothing that's going to kill me, right? Where if you don't do it and neglect the inside portion, those things could kill you or lead you to, just a long death sentence, right? You know it's coming. It ain't going to happen today. It might not happen tomorrow. But 4 or 5 years from now, you might be on that bed dying. So that's my big thing for everybody out there. Please do your blood work. And even if you're not a bodybuilder, you're not in the fitness industry, do your blood work. You guys should know what your hemoglobin A1C is. That's your sugar levels for 3 months. You guys should know all about these different things out there, right? I'll answer that question about BPC here in 1 second. But that's just what it is. So just get your blood work done. Know what's going on. Even if you don't feel good, right? Your energy sucks. Sleep sucks. You're having fat deposits on your body. You're just not feeling right. That could be hormones, and that can be easily fixed. A lot of these things you find in problems, if you find them in the beginning, they can be fixed. It's when you let these things go for long extended periods of time when real bad things can happen or do happen. Okay? All right, so the next one is listening to your live podcast while I'm training. That's what's up. For sure. That's awesome. So, guys, if you guys can't watch me and you guys are working, I don't want you distracted. Or you guys are working out, you guys can put us in your ear and listen to all these great shows on the podcast. Wherever podcasts are downloaded, you can find Titan Lifestyle with me, and it has 3 different shows on there. It has Titan Talk, which I'm talking about right now, Titan Lifestyle with Big Drew, which are on Fridays, and it even has a lot of Sharice's soapboxes, which I'm trying to bring back. It's just really hard right now with time. It's awesome. She always does really, really great, and everybody loves listening to Sharice. And she just goes crazy with it. So hopefully I can bring her back for some of these different shows. All right, so next question was?
Look who we have also, Steve Morin.
Oh, Steve Morin. Dude, big shout out to Steve Morin. SNC Nutrition. I'll answer your BPC question in 1 second. Big shout out to Steve Morin. So first off, we want to thank Steve Morin and all of the people that have risked their lives, put in service for our great country to give us the freedoms we have today. That's a big, big one for me. I always like giving shout outs to our service members out there, and especially if they were combat veterans. They've seen things that we have never seen in our lives, okay? And hopefully we won't have to see because they put their lives on the line. But Steve Morin said, I just tried my first dose of Hercules Potion today. Felt amazing. The pump was amazing, to say the least. For sure, my new pre-workout. Hercules Potion is awesome. Steve has come to us. He just did his patient testimonial. I just got to watch the full thing today, Steve. Thank you so much first. Really hit home with me and all the things that you were talking about in there. I'm sure it hit home with a couple of other veterans that work in-house, like Art and some of the other people. So it's a big, big thing. So I appreciate you big time for doing that. We're going to be posting that here for you guys, a patient testimonial of Steve here in the next week or so. And at that point, he talks about his experience of HRT with us and what he went through previous to that. So stay tuned for that. And he just did his first dose of Hercules Potion, which, guys, Hercules Potion, hands down, one of the best out there for sure, if not the best, okay? Glutamine, arginine, ornithine, lysine, L-citrulline, proline, taurine, NAC, L-carnitine. Great for recovery. Awesome for muscle pumps and keeping a long-lasting pump for 4 to 6 hours afterwards. Great for strenuous workouts or any strenuous activity you're going to do. Immune system boosting, lubrication for the joints, L-carnitine, which is great for the metabolism, for weight loss, for blood flow, a number of different things. NAC is great for the liver, okay, and taurine is great for brain function as well, and it's great for cramping in the body too. So that's a great one. All right, so NNC nutrition. What about oral BPC dosage? Good question. So I get a lot of people out there that ask me, hey, John, I really don't like needles too much. You know, what about if I took BPC orally? So BPC 157 orally. Let's talk about it. Now, BPC is more of a site-specific healing peptide. Not to say that if you take it orally, it won't work on maybe the shoulder areas and such, but it's really good for site-specific. Now, if you're going to take it orally, I know some people that have taken it orally and have got some good results from it, so I won't knock oral doses of BPC 157. But it's really, really great if you have a stomach issue and it's going straight to the stomach, right? So it's going to get in there. Now, dosages. You're going to talk about 500 micrograms to 750 micrograms. Now, depending on how many times you're going to take it per day, too, as well. So if you're going to take it once per day, you might want to go 500 or 750. If you're going to take it twice, definitely 500 or even 250. If you're going to do it, you can do it 3 times a day. So this is something that really you're going to have to talk to the practitioner about what's going to be working the best for you. How many times can you take it a day? And what's going to be the optimal dose? I ain't gonna lie to you. Probably about 500 micrograms is gonna probably be a good to optimal dose. All right, 750 milligrams, great dose. Because if anything does get broken down and you don't get the full absorption of it, it's gonna be a little bit less than 500 if you're taking that dosage. So at 750, if you lose a little bit of it, you're getting the supreme dose of really what you want, right? So that's one you should really look at, okay? Bro, you have so many people that are afraid to get blood work done because they don't want to hear the results. I go through this with a lot of my clients. Push that, brother. So it's so true. John, I don't want to do blood work because I don't know what's going to come out on it. I'm scared. That should be more of a reason to do your blood work. So you're just going to be ignorant, okay? And I use that in a good way. I'm not calling you ignorant, but ignorant is you know something and you're still doing against it. You know it's going to harm you, right? You're uneducated about it to a certain extent. And this is what is going on here. If you think there's a problem and you're scared to get blood work done, that should be more of a reason to get the blood work done and really find out what's coming and going on. Because at that point, if you don't fix it, you're just running till the wheels fall off. And eventually, they're going to fall off. You're only going to have so long that you can run your body down into the ground. And the body is one of the most magnificent machines ever made. We are the best. Our body can adapt. It can revitalize and repair itself. It can do a number of different things. So at that point, take care of it. And blood work is your diagnostic. You guys out there, take your cars in and go get oil changes. You get tires put on. You put 50 or 20 or tens of thousands of dollars in your vehicle, but you don't do it to yourself or your body. Why? I always got to ask that question. I've never understood that. I go out, right? I'm driving my Lambo. I want that thing to run properly. I want it to look awesome. I just want it to be the best. I want my body to be the best too. The funny thing is when I go to these like upper echelon, like car shows, like Festival of Speed, I see all these other owners, because all it is Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Porsches, McLarens, Bentleys, all these different like cars that cost 100,000, 200,000, 500,000, whatever it is. They're expensive as hell, right? And I always talk to these guys. I'm like, have you done blood work and stuff like that? And like, nah. And these are not guys that look like they're in shape. Some of them are in shape. But I'm not knocking everybody, but I would say 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10 are not in shape or are obese. And I talk to them and say, hey, listen, man, you ever did blood work and see what's really going on inside? Like, nah. Like, why? I don't know. I don't feel like it. I don't want to know what's going on. I'm fine. Like, I get up every day. I'm good. And you're like, dude, you got this car. You spend all this money on this car, but you don't care about what your vehicle, your personal vehicle, your body is going to do or what's looking like inside. That makes no sense. So blood work is very important, guys. Very, very important. All right. So we got all kinds of people on here. Adam Benzo in the house. All right. So you're running blind without your labs. True. Very, very true. Chrome Magazine in the house. Adam Benzo. I already said that. Brian, the booty god. Dimitri's in the house. If you guys don't know who Dimitri is, awesome dude. Really close to the Titan family. Got much love for him. They call him booty guy because he gets those girls' booties in shape, right? So big shout out to him. So if you guys are in the Tampa area, you females out there, you got a girl, you really want to get her booty in shape, Dimitri's the guy to go to, right in Tampa. So hit him up, right? The booty god. All right, so Kyle Anderson, for a bum elbow, please show exactly how to inject. All right, so bum elbow or so the biggest ones that you deal with out there that a lot of people have are golf elbow and tennis elbow. So let's talk about those areas because the elbow goes right along with that. So tennis elbow, right? Tennis elbow is not on the elbow, right? Tennis elbow is right here on your forearm. It's right here. So you feel it. And if you have this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You can't do no pull downs, maybe even pulling up hurts. So there's tendon in here. So basically, this is tennis elbow. And this can it's usually from the wrist. Nobody really knows that. Like, how do I do that? So if you strengthen your wrist or you put wraps on your wrist while you train, it will help immensely from not getting this, okay? But the big thing is it's not strong enough. Forearms aren't strong enough, grip's not strong enough, and you move it, and that's where that happens, okay? So if you got that, you can inject subcutaneously right over top of it. I made a video on YouTube for this.
Just gonna say,
right?
Videos.
There is a video on this, guys. I try to do videos for all you guys and all the different therapies or how to inject the therapies and all this. So I give you guys this free information, man, because it's not out there. You get a lot of questions. You get some guy that really don't know what he's talking about. Oh, you're going to do this. Or that. Guys, I'm telling you the right way to do it. And on those videos, it will show you. So that's tennis elbow. Golf elbow is right on the elbow. It's like your funny bone type area right here, okay? And that's what really, really hurts people, okay? So if, let's say it's a bum elbow right here. This is your elbow. This is your elbow, right? If you can inject subcutaneous, right, anywhere in here, see this is subcutaneous area right here. You can even do it closer to the top or even, you don't want to go by any veins because there's veins in here. Don't try to stick yourself by those, But you can go under here. You can even go on the side right here, closest to the elbow. See that? So right here, you can do this. And you can lay your arm down flat. And you just do subcutaneous in there. With a little insulin needle, it's not going to be evasive. It's not going to hurt you. Not going to kill you or anything like that. Kyle, Art just put the video on this link for you guys. Yep. So if you guys are looking for the link to inject BPC 157 or TB 500 in golf elbow or tennis elbow areas, it's right on the Facebook page, and that will be left up of this live. Okay. On Instagram, it does go down, but I'll try to repost it for you guys on here. Erica Rosie in the house, the real Hokey Pride. What's going on? Fortnite 97 is what you offer primarily hormone replacement. So no, we're a full medical center here at Titan Medical Center, so we do everything. So if you walked in and you had to get stitches, we could do that. But our main focus is preventive anti-aging medicine. So that deals with hormone replacement therapy for males and females, medical weight loss, rejuvenation detox, okay? And that's for like liver and stuff like that. People ask me that all the time. Our custom signature vitamin amino acid injectable therapies like Hercules Potion, Titan Complete, Titan Ultra, Titan Serenity, Titan Up. Then we have our libido enhancers for males and females. So we both want to make sure both guys and girls can be the best, feel the best, and do the best they possibly can in the bedroom for their partner. After that, we have our peptides, our healing peptides, BPC 157, TB 500. You have weight loss peptides like AOD 9604, or you even have your libido enhancing peptides like PT 141, which is FDA approved. I get that question all the time. Is this FDA approved? Yes, this is FDA approved for female libido enhancement, and it works on the exact same way as males. After that, we have blood work nationwide, wherever you guys are at, and we do extensive blood panels. We do single blood panels. So if you want one test, we can do that. We do fighter panels, so MMA people or people that need blood panels for fights. We do STD panels through blood. So if you think you had a wild night and you might be burning, we can definitely help you out in finding that and give you the medication for that too as well. So it's very discreet. You don't have to walk in anywhere. You don't have to be embarrassed. That's a big thing out there. We also do vitamin amino acid panels, so we can check where these vitamin amino acids are at. If you think you got some great superior supplement out there and you want to see what it is or how it's been working on the body, we can tell if those things have been working or not, right? And we can tell how ours work too as well. So when you inject Hercules Potion, we can take a test and test all the amino acids in the body and see where they're at. So if you make sure you get an optimal amount in those dosages too. It's very, really cool stuff. Very, very to the point. It's scientific, it's direct, and it is exact. There's no guessing or no bro science involved here. So that's what we do, and that's what we focus on. Main thing right there.
5 minute warning.
5 minutes. Man, it's went by quick, guys. Wow. What's good, The Real Hokie Pride? How you doing, dude? So that's what we mainly go into, okay? All right, so let's talk about the last subject here, and hopefully we can get through the question or the poll of the week. So the next one was U.S. Republicans move to decriminalize marijuana at a federal level. This is a really, really big one for the United States, where I think right now it's like 16 states it's legal for recreational marijuana, and 36 states they have for medical. I think there's a big thing. I think that 18 states where it's legal for adults to buy recreational marijuana, and 36 states where it is medically approved for the sale of medical marijuana. With this is 36 states for medical. We only have 50 states, right? So we're only 14 down till everybody's complete. So that's more than half. And then 18 states where it's just recreational. And we've seen in these states what it's done tax-wise. There's been no big crimes happening. The big fear of this was if we legalize marijuana, people are going to get high, and then people are going to go rob people to get more money to go get more marijuana. This is not what happens, okay? Marijuana does not do that to people. Can it make people laugh? Yes. Can it make people tired? Yes. Can it do some different things, funny-wise? Probably. But it doesn't usually make people, right, aggressive. It doesn't make them go out and want to kill people. It doesn't give them a stimulant factor like cocaine does per se, right? So I think this is really, really good. The bill has been supported by Republicans, where usually it's Democrats. And I'm not getting political at all. I could care less. But usually Democrats usually do the bills for these different things, especially for legalizing marijuana. So it's awesome that these conservative people are looking at marijuana in a better way now, that it could really help people. Now we got to think about this. Think about this, guys. Marijuana is still federally legal. So banks don't want to get involved with it. They won't open a bank account for you. Investors don't want to get involved with it because they don't want to risk their money, right? Or doing something illegal. And then you got to worry about, the scheduling of marijuana. So marijuana is a Scheduled 1 drug. That means, by definition, that it has no medical, it has no medical benefit whatsoever. That means, and we know this isn't true now because we have all this research. But before, being a Scheduled 1 drug, they wouldn't let any people research the drug at all. They wouldn't approve anything. Where now there's people that have been approved to research marijuana for medical use. And obviously, we're seeing all types of different benefits out there. Now, I feel a little bit of a way, and this is the exact same way with alcohol too, I guess. I don't want it to get in kids' hands. I don't think kids should be doing marijuana. I don't care, right? When you're 18 years old and you can make the decision yourself, fine. But even at 18, you can't go get a drink. So maybe at 21 years old, maybe they should be able to make that choice. But I don't think that kids obviously should be getting a hold of this in any way, shape, or form, or make it easy for kids to get a hold of this in any way, shape, or form, right? Because I see it all the time. B Muzi, what's going on? Hey, listen, I found your stuff. I got your package. So it will be going out tomorrow, I promise, and you should have it by the end of this week. All right? I'm all for anti-aging therapy. So we've got a ton of those anti-aging therapies too, for sure, 100%. And then Pioneer the Shore said, the fact that you guys will do an STD panel for someone is awesome. Tiny's trying to help people. We genuinely want to help people, right? That's why me and Sharice created Titan Medical Center. It was to genuinely help people and to look at some of the problems in healthcare that people were facing. One was you had to wait forever to even see a doctor, either in the waiting room or the room before that, and then you got 5 minutes with a doctor. And they didn't talk about any preventative medicine whatsoever. Okay, doctors are not there to prevent you to die or prevent you to get sick. They're there to help you recover from the sickness or fix you in some way, shape, or form. Whether you have a broken arm or broken nose, or you have something internally that needs to be surgically cut out, right? Your appendix burst or whatever it may be. That's what they're there for. So at that point, we wanted to change the game and change it up on them and make sure that we help people. First off, they didn't have to wait as long. It was very convenient, in and out, quick. Second of all, listening to them in full, not giving them a 5-minute consultation, but a 45-minute consultation to go over everything with them, help them understand what will help them be better, look better, and feel better. And then after that, it was really, what can we help people to make sure that they were preventing sickness, illness, or even aging to a certain extent. And that's really where Titan Medical Center came into play. Bro, do you have insurance to get connected with Titan products? No, you don't have to have any insurance. We don't take insurance here either. Insurance companies aren't going to cover preventative medicine, guys. They don't even want to they don't even want to cover semaglutide. And semaglutide is a diabetes type 2 medication, and it's FDA approved for weight loss now. Now, all these people want it because these people want to lose weight, and they want to prove it. They're going through hoops and not even getting it approved. So that's kind of where it lies, man. We're not going to get restricted by insurance companies. That's what insurance companies do. They do restrict the doctors on what they can test for, right? Or what they can do procedure-wise, or what medications you can get from them. So that is totally out the window, and that's what we wanted to be against the whole time. And I think we have.
2-minute warning.
2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. So Bob Marley said it best. The whole world would be better if we just smoked weed. So I agree with you. Listen, smoke a little weed before lifting will help anxiety, and it helps with lifting heavier. I agree with you, Victoria. So I think that, I know a lot of people that do that too as well. They, they might smoke a little vape a little bit and they go train. Awesome. I think, medical marijuana can be a good thing in a lot of different ways. I think, people did smoke weed instead of maybe drink too much or take other, explicit drugs. The world probably be a little bit of a better place. But, it is what it is. You can always get people against it, but I think a lot more people are for it too as well. IB Pro, Alex Toplin in the house. My man Alex, dude. So I just got a voicemail from Alex. He's got some athletes here in Tampa. He's Tampa right now. He wants to work with some blood work. Told you, Alex, I'm all good to go, man. Dwayne Day in the house. What's going on? Yanara Silva. What's going on? How are you doing out there? All right, so we got a couple more minutes. Let's talk about the weekly news poll. So do you have any nagging injuries or problems with joints, muscles, or tendons? So 13% of people said no, not at all. Awesome for you guys. God bless you. 16% said, yes, I have some issues, but nothing major. All right. 19% said, yes, I take Titan therapies. Awesome. BPC 157, TB 500, etc. 22% said, yes, I take non-Titan doctor-prescribed medications. I'd really like to know what those are. They're like Celebrex or, ibuprofen or what it is. And then 27% said, I take over-the-counter medications for it. Now, do those really work? What are you taking, glucosamine? Or is there something maybe out there? I'm all for it if there is, for sure. If something really does work for a lot of people out there, I am definitely down to promote it, or even maybe including a Titan Medical Center therapy, maybe injectable form or whatever, so you guys can really get the best absorbency out of it. So maybe if you guys are one of these people that got included in this poll, you guys can let me know what that is. Yo, John, what's on with times? Are these the new hours for the show? So we're 6 o'clock every Tuesday, Titan Talk. I'm here with you guys every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you guys might be in a different time zone, so that might be the problem. So Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. I'll start putting that in the post and on the story so you guys all know 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I know we mess with the clocks lately.
Gotta wrap up.
All right, guys, I got to wrap it up. 57 seconds. I love you guys. Thank you for all the support. Check out the new website, TitanMedicalCenter.com. It's got all the new therapies on it, all kinds of different videos. New gear will be on there for you guys, too, to buy. I've got new hoodies, blue and black, Titan Medical Center, that are in stock and ready to go. Guys, tune in Wednesday. Next Wednesday is Black Wednesday here at Titan Medical Center. I'm doing free blood test giveaways, free apparel giveaways, free therapy giveaways, and a lot more. I'm going to go crazy. I always do Black Wednesday. It's always a big thing here at Titan Medical Center. So look for the post. But tune in Wednesday. I'm going to go live 3 times for massive giveaways on every live. I love you. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you next Tuesday. Titan Talk Tuesday, 6 p.m. with me, John. See you.